Hello students, it is your economics class. For the topic foreign trade. Under this topic, you will study foreign trade under the British rule. It means this topic is from the chapter Indian economy on the eve of independence. Foreign trade under British rule. According to conditions of that time, trade and tariff pursued by the colonial government make India an exporter of primary goods or primary products. According to these statements, we should understand India became the exporter of primary goods such as raw material, raw silk, cotton, wool, sugar, indigo, jute, etc. and an importer of finished consumer goods like cotton, silk, woolen cloth and the capital goods, etc. It means at that time India was the importer of the finished goods from the Britain and other countries. But most of the content of the import belongs to the Britain. The next heading is monopoly control of foreign trade. During the British rule, import and the export of country came under the monopoly of British government. It means at that time import and export of the country have monopoly under the British rule. More than 50% of India's foreign trade was directed towards the Great Britain. It means most of the foreign trade India was doing from the Britain. The Britain allowed only a few countries for trade like China, Ceylon. Ceylon is the past name of Sri Lanka. Presently it is called Sri Lanka, and Persia, Iran. The opening of the Suez Canal 1869 reduced the cost of transportation between Britain and India. Now students, you should watch the map of India and Britain. Before the opening of the Suez Canal, Britain has to come India with the help of ships in the sea after making a round of South Africa. And when this new route opened through the Suez Canal, now the time of transportation and expenses of transportation decreases from Great Britain to India. Now surplus trade but only benefit to the Britain. It means during the British period, Indian export was greater than the import. Indian export was greater than the import. This trade surplus was not used for the growth and development of a country, but it was used by the British government for the administrative purpose and the meeting expenses of war fought by the Great Britain. Now students, you should understand the whole topic, but sometimes some students are not able to understand due to language problem, because they are unable to understand English due to lack of vocabulary and some other. Now I will explain this topic in short in Hindi. Students, उस समय भारत का जो विदेशी व्यापार था वो टैरिफ और टैक्सेस की हेल्प से इस तरह कर दिया गया था अंग्रेज़ों के द्वारा कि जो रॉ मटेरियल होता था, सिल्क, कॉटन, वूल, शुगर, इंडिया से बाहर एक्सपोर्ट किया जाता था ब्रिटेन को, और जो फिनिश्ड गुड्स थे, सिल्क, वूलन क्लॉथ एंड कैपिटल गुड्स, वो बाहर से इंडिया को मंगाए जाते थे। मोनोपोली कंट्रोल ऑफ द, इट मीन्स एकाधिकार, ब्रिटेन का एकाधिकार था। मोर देन 50% से अधिक व्यापार इंडिया का ब्रिटेन से ही होता था। तो इंडियन फॉरेन ट्रेड पर मोनोपोली किसकी मानी जाएगी? ब्रिटेन की। और केवल कुछ कंट्रीज़ को ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने अलाउ किया था, चाइना, सीलोन, ये श्रीलंका का पुराना नाम है सीलोन, एंड पर्सिया, आज इसे ईरान कहते हैं, केवल कुछ ही कंट्रीज़ को परमिशन दे रखी थी। द ओपनिंग ऑफ द सुएज कैनाल, सुएज कैनाल के ओपन होने से ब्रिटेन से आने वाले शिप को अब साउथ अफ्रीका का चक्कर नहीं लगाना पड़ता था, वो डायरेक्टली इंडिया आ सकते थे। इससे उनका टाइम बचता था और उनका फ्यूल बचता था। सरप्लस ऑफ ट्रेड, इट मीन्स विदेशी व्यापार में जो बढ़त मिलती थी, जो फॉरेन करेंसी आती थी, उसका इस्तेमाल वार एक्सपेंसेस उठाने के लिए अंग्रेज़ करते थे, ना कि भारत के डेवलपमेंट के लिए। थैंक यू।